Hey everyone, this is Patricio Ginelsa,
I'm AJ Calomay,
and you're watching Rise and Shine
with FilAm Creative.
We are on. You're the ED. We should be on like right now.
You're the ED. You're a literal ED.
Well, I am.
So
I'm an ED. You are the
ED. I will change that on my.
That's just what I'm saying. So.
I think we're live, guys.
I think we are too. Rex, can I play the part of Kami today, or do you want to play Kami today? Who's gonna?
No, Rise and Shine, guys. No,
Rise and shine, everyone.
All right.
Hello.
Rise and shine, everybody.
So this is the part of the show where Kami should be chatting with Ronnie, and unfortunately, we want to do a shout out to our friend Kami. Kami had a previous engagement today, so she couldn't make it. So we want to send our love and our hello to Kami, but that also means the bad news is that Ronnie's stuck with Rex and Ed a little more. But at least it's not with Veronica. And Ronnie.
No, Veronica.
I'll try to keep her away. I'll try to keep her away this morning. I've wedged something between the doorknob and the wall, so she literally can't escape her bedroom today.
So
we'll see how long it holds.
Good.
We'll see how long it holds. She's a little bit of a Houdini, so half the time I have no idea where she's at.
Maybe on Friday nights you should just have her do something really, really long so that she's tired, and then she just sleeps in. Maybe that's the.
We tried that. We tried that last time, but she just rises from the dead. Like the zombie she is. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. Like I said, maybe the pieces of wood that I've wedged underneath her door will actually keep her in.
Yeah, make her do something like at night. They'll take it all night.
Like I said, guys,
exactly.
that's what happened last time. But she's found her way onto our show, anyways.
Thanks for tuning in for this little 10-minute banter that we do before we officially start the show. So those of you watching on Facebook, it's like you get to watch this exciting behind-the-scenes Larry Sanders-ish type of thing. Oh, I just dated myself.
Who's Larry Sanders?
But,
wow, Larry Sanders, Ed.
Okay.
Wow.
And Ronnie just dated herself too. So, Ronnie, how was your week? How is our week going in terms of? I know that we're in recruiting season right now. We're getting folks who are sending in their applications and their inquiries. We're getting a lot of requests for people who want to join our e-board. I'm assuming we're getting lots of feedback, right?
Yeah. It's one of those things where, throughout the year, FilAm Creative. I mean, this year's a little different because 2020 is just a different beast altogether. But for the most part, we still get a lot of people interacting with us via our Facebook, Instagram, Twitter. I always stay plugged in at FilAm Creative. We get a lot of DMs. We get a lot of little like comments. The comments are fun because they're kind of like treasure hunting. It just all of a sudden someone's like, "Hey, what is this?" So if anybody who doesn't know, FilAm Creative is a nonprofit. We are a group of creatives, a group of entertainers. Welcome to everybody in that community, in the creative entertainment, whatever it is that you do to stay creative community, organization hosted by the Filipino community. So if you're looking to connect, to network, to help the advancement of Filipinos and help the advancement of other BIPOC people of color, any type of place where you don't feel like you fit in, I think you can find a place in FilAm Creative. So check us out. We do a lot of really cool stuff. This year, it was mostly virtually cool stuff, but also literally cool. You guys were there for some of that.
Yeah, I mean, the reason
we were.
Yeah, we were. The reason why we started this new program is so that we can just stay connected to the community. And given everything that's happened thus far this year, we thought this was the best way to stay connected and keep an update on, who's doing what in the FilAm Creative community. And so far, this is, we've had some really great creative guests who've updated us on their spectacular projects, TV shows, stuff on Netflix, you name it. So, we're just reaching out. This is the end of the year kind of thing, and we'd love to just recruit. If you like what you see, we'd love, and you want to get involved with the organization. We've been in the community for 11 years thus far. We're only 11 years old, so we're still young. but we're always looking forward to new people to bring that new creative energy to our organization. So,
and I'd also like to think of it as like, if you ever wanted to do, put out an event, do something like really cool that requires some community organization, come through, let us know who you are and what you're about, and maybe we can do that thing together. I know that we had one of my favorite events from last year actually was we did a women in film panel.
Oh, absolutely. Yes.
Mhm.
Yes.
Yeah. Not just because I moderated it, which was super fun.
And you were good at
Nice
that.
plug.
Oh,
Nice
thank
plug.
you.
Nice plug.
Thank you. Always stay plugging, Rex. I moderated. We got to talk to Mallory Ortega, director of Sticky Rice, and the new film, feature film, The Girl Who Left Home. We got to talk to, so many people, so many other amazing women filmmakers. Just from one woman to another, from one creative to another. We got to kind of navigate what it's like to be women of color in the industry. Just a small section though. It's a small section, but that was one of my favorite events just because FilAm Creative has never done anything like that before. And
That's right.
me and the president at the time, shout out to Charles Gray, love you,
Mhm.
Checky. We got together, we thought about this event, and then we made it happen. So
Yeah, I have to concur with that. That's one of my favorite events too. What originally happened was the backstory there was that yes, Charles was our executive director. Hey, Charles, and we were looking at a similar event, not as good, that was taking place in another city. And I remember I was chatting with Charles, and I was like, "Why don't we have something like this? We should do this." And then Charles said, "We should talk to Ronnie about doing this." And literally from that comment, literally within like 2 weeks, we already hit the ground running. And that's kind of the spirit that FilAm Creative does have, that Ronnie alluded to, that if there's an event that you want, if there's something that you think the community needs, we're kind of like a DIY type of organization. We can get together, we have the resources, and there's so many opportunities and so many people with experience that you can tap that can help make it happen, like Ronnie, who's now our executive director. And I can just say that she is a good person to work for. She's going to be our executive director in 2021, not her sister, but she will. And she's going to be a good boss for whoever decides to join our executive team. So hope people will inquire through Facebook, through Twitter, through Instagram. You can even email us. Do people email anymore? I don't know.
Yeah, well, give the email address out, filamcreative@gmail.com.
There you go.
Yes.
FilAmCreative@gmail.
if you have no other means, email us.
Want to be old school? You can stick your head out the window. That's what I always like to say.
We always accept smoke signals, horse and pony ride, the whole thing.
Kamie's outside right now. If you stick your head out the window or riding your pony, like Rex said, Kamie might be taking pictures with her camera. So
Yeah, Pony Mail Express always works for us too. So,
and no matter what type of creative like you are, we're actually looking to we're mostly in entertainment right now. Like I'm a writer, producer. Ed has made a fantastic feature film that we're going to talk about at some point in the future.
No,
Rex
we're not.
is a very gifted musician and knows all the things about all the music anywhere, anytime. And we have just like behind the scenes, we got our tech guy, Jeremiah, who's like this awesome editor and tech wizard. Shout out Jeremiah. But yeah, any type of creative you do, I would love to meet some more Filipino fashion designers. I would love to meet, I talked about this on another virtual event we had. I would love to meet a Filipino sculptor, like fine artist, someone who deals in like gallery type work, something out of the norm for me. So
yeah, we'd love to get to all aspects of creative. For Ronnie, I'd love to see more Filipino authors, literary authors, book writers, that kind of thing. I'd love to see we've all been big support, but like even just we had one already this season, but more Filipino stand-up comedians. We had one earlier this season, and we'd love to reach out to more. And I know there are more out there. We just love for you guys to come through, and if you like what you see, give a shout out to us and get involved. We'd love to get the whole community to get involved with what we're doing here, with our mission statement.
and I have one last, if you don't want to be involved creatively, if you're thinking like this is not really your bag, but I love what they're doing, you can help support us by helping us keep the lights on by making as comfortable a donation as you can through our Venmo. That's at FilAm Creative, all one word, FilAmCreativ, at FilAm Creative on Venmo. Help us out. Drop a couple bucks, drop a couple quid, drop a couple what
Pesos.
We need to pay the
Pesos.
bills. We need to pay the bills. Bottom line.
Yeah.
Yes.
I mean,
they don't
there's
pay
such
me, guys.
Yeah, well, there's such thing as Giving Tuesday. Maybe we'd like to think this month of December would be just to give this whole month of December.
I mean, you don't think that AJ and Patricio are appearing here for free, do you? I mean, we have to pay them. So we I mean, they were like, we don't want to come on this show unless you pay us money. So we need your help too. So just like Ronnie said.
All right, you guys. Yeah, I think I was able to correctly spell the Venmo. I was able to talk about this. What do we got today? Who do we got today? What is happening today?
We have an episode with vengeance today. That's what we have today. It's 2 times the fun today.
Twice the fun, man.
That's right. Twice the fun, twice the egg rolls, twice the vengeance.
Where's my sweet and sour sauce?
Yes, sweet and sour sauce. Yes. Do you eat your lumpia with anything other than sweet and sour sauce?
Well, there's all kinds, man. I like red wine vinegar myself.
Ooh, that's a good one. I was gonna say rice because there's never enough lumpia, so you gotta like.
Yeah, you gotta portion that out, right? Ration it out. Yeah, I get that.
I have a friend. He is American. Well, all disclosure here. He uses honey mustard on his lumpia.
That's mind blowing.
Yeah, he does honey mustard, and like the resourceful Filipinos, there was no sweet and sour sauce. So he looked in his fridge and he was like, "Well, I have honey mustard, so let's try this."
I try that.
Yep, and that's
especially if it's like a meat lumpia. If it's a meat lumpia, honey mustard, can't go wrong.
Meat and mustard. There you go.
Oh, okay. Question for you. There's different types of lumpia. We'll probably get into that a little later, but there's different types of lumpia. What do you guys prefer? There is the fatty vegetable lumpia, and then there's the tiny lumpia Shanghai.
That's lumpia Shanghai. There's the fresh lumpia.
Fresh lumpia.
The fresh. That's not fried.
I am King Kuriput. So if it's free, that's the first requirement. If it's free. No, I'm allergic to.
So it doesn't matter then, right? It doesn't matter.
As long as it's free.
Whatever it's being served. On a better, even on the better taste, even the vegetarian fresh lumpia is always really good. Just
I can't eat fresh lumpia. For anyone who's never had fresh lumpia before, it's the lumpia that's not fried. It's like you get the wrapper and you just put the stuff. You've never had fresh lumpia, Ed?
I don't like it.
Oh, you don't like it?
I thought you said you didn't like it.
I don't like the fact that I can't eat it without making a huge mess.
Oh, I thought you said you didn't like it. I'm sorry. I'm still waking up. I'm sorry.
We'll get you some lumpia. Oh, you know what? I know a good way to get some type of lumpia for you is to bring out our guests for today.
You think that's how we should do this?
I think that's how we should bring out some lumpia, by bringing out some lumpia with a vengeance.
Rise and shine! This is Kami. I hope you're enjoying the show. Did you know we have a mailing list? And did you know that you can contact us if you want to say hello to Ed, Rex, Ronnie, Veronica, or even me? Just send us an email at RiseAndShineFAC. That's one word spelled out. RiseAndShineFAC@gmail.com. Again, that's RiseAndShineFAC, all spelled out, @gmail.com. Join our mailing list so you can be the first to find out about the latest Rise and Shine news.
And we want to welcome everybody today to Rise and Shine. We have a special episode today because Kami, our good friend, is not with us today. We want to do a shout out to her. Love you, Kami. Hope you're okay. We'll see you next week.
Yes.
So Ronnie is lonely backstage, so she's decided to hang out with us. And it's actually good that she is with us today because she actually worked on the film that we're going to spotlight today.
Wait,
Rex,
where's my
what are we
pen?
spotlighting today, Rex?
Well, we're spotlighting, get this, ladies and gentlemen, this is actually a sequel. Yes, this is a sequel. And, you know, me personally, whenever I say the title to my friends or in family and stuff, they look at me like, food? What? And then I say a sequel, then they like have another look on their face. What? There was an original? And so, yes,
An original.
right there, ladies and gentlemen, as Ed puts it up on his screen. So the movie, the film, Lumpia with a Vengeance, the sequel. Ladies and gentlemen, we're so lucky to have these two guys to join us today on this Rise and Shine. Round of applause for everybody. Round of applause to Mr. Patricio Ginelsa and Mr. AJ Calomay.
Yes.
Yo, what's
I see
up?
you from-
Rise and shine. Rise and
Yes.
shine.
Morning, everyone.
Yes.
Hello.
Thanks for having us.
hello.
Thanks for coming on. And we do have the money coming because everyone is donating to FilAm Creative's Venmo. So the check will be in the mail.
Yes, the check will be your
Or
Christmas
we'll
check will
Venmo
be
you.
in the
That was
mail.
Yeah, we're getting the money for your fees as the show.
Yeah, you know, guys, we
Exactly.
premiered. We got an honorarium, you know. So
You know, this is a union show here. This is-
Yes,
Yeah, exactly.
Oh, yes.
my agent needs his cut. So
Well, congratulations. You guys just premiered in Hawaii. Did you went to Hawaii, right? How was
the
it?
show did.
Yeah. So, I was my family and I. We were able to go to Hawaii, and we were there with our producer Ray Cuerdo, and also with one of our actors, Edward Dayon, who plays Tyrone. And this happened. It's funny because it took 7 years to make this movie, and yet in the last 4 weeks, so much stuff has happened. We premiered the movie online. We had a theatrical screening in Hawaii. I flew out to Hawaii. We won the award. So it's just, I don't know. Now it's December, and it's all downhill from here, I guess. November was such a high for all of us, even AJ, you know.
Well,
A quick fact though. I mean, didn't the original also premiere in Hawaii as well?
It didn't make its world premiere there, yes, but it did showcase at the Hawaii International Film Festival on the mainstream map, because that's where Variety was present, and they gave us a positive review. We sold out all our, I think, 3 screenings at the time. So
Wow.
that so Hawaii gave us a lot of love, and in a sense, I think the only reason why Lumpia with Adventures actually exists is because Hawaii did make us a cult hit, you know. AJ was there. He remembers how great Hawaii was, you know.
It was pretty amazing. I mean, we had a great reception there. I remember a funny question. I don't know if this is like an Islander thing or something, but people asked us in the Q&A, like, okay, you have a movie with all Filipinos, but no one's holding a knife. And we're like, so all us
brother,
mainlanders were like
what's-
perplexed. We're like,
So, brothers, what's up with no knife, brother?
yeah. We didn't get it.
We were expecting the usual question, like, oh, how many lumpia did you use during the movie or something? But that question like totally threw us off. We were like, stop.
Yeah.
Like,
I still
cannot
haven't
answer
researched
that.
that. Yeah.
Oh wow.
well, for our friends who for anyone who hasn't seen Lumpia, what's the matter with you? Patricio, how about you just give us a quick synopsis of what Lumpia is? Well, not the food, but the movie. Tell us about the original movie.
The original movie is really basically was a reunion movie. It was shot with my neighbors and my friends in my neighborhood in Daly City. We were younger. We used to make a lot of movies during the summer as kids, and since I was in my first year of USC Film School, we decided to reunite. So what's funny is that Lumpia 1 was actually just a homemade movie, a reunion movie of us just getting together and trying to make a decent like narrative feature together. We didn't know that it took 7 years to actually finish that. So that movie is it's a comic book movie about a silent avenger who weaponizes Lumpia and protects these Filipino-born high school students from the American-born Filipinos. And so that was the first film, and that one took 7 years to make as well. I mean, yeah, that's Lumpia 1, and I don't think when we premiered it finally, we were coming off the tails of another movie that we were involved with, the debut. And so when that movie came out, because there was so much so much anticipation and there's an appetite literally for more movies like that. We just literally threw Lumpia, this we call it the ultimate homemade movie, into the fire, and
whip something
people
together.
ate it up. Yeah, people ate it up. I mean, AJ was very instrumental in joining in coming on Lumpia 1 and editing that film, and that's been the history. We've for a homemade movie to kind of gain cult hit status in the community, and now we continued it with Lumpia 2, or Lumpia with a Vengeance.
Can we talk really quick about the debut? If anybody, if like for those who aren't familiar with it, or may have been like too young for it or whatever, like what is this like? The debut was like what, like one of the first Filipino American films, and I remember I was at an age that was younger than I am now. I remember when it came out, and that it was, I remember the t-shirts and the marketing, it was just like Filipino American movie. And to have Lumpia also like take that and make our Filipino American movies into like a genre. Like, did you guys feel any type of way like after like kind of following on the heels of the debut? And then you have like this really old school movie and then taking it into like sequel territory?
Well, I mean, obviously the debut was we did a lot of grassroots for that. This is all pre-social media, and so a lot of it at that time was that I don't think anyone, even Hollywood, knew what Filipino Americans what were, and that our stories mattered. And I think what being involved with that film, because I was the associate producer for that movie, and AJ came on, I recruited him. He was involved with a lot of the editing of the trailer and all that stuff. I mean, we saw it with our own eyes, especially on tour, seeing just how many Filipino, the different communities that we did for 2 years, driving around and trying to promote this movie, almost like voting in a way. Like, if you want to see more movies like this, you need to buy a movie ticket. And so that was kind of like our goal. And we had to literally put the film canisters in our own cars, and we drove cross country for 2 years to self-distribute that movie, just so that in the end, now we literally our reward after 2 years of grassroots promoting and really bringing out the Filipino community to support was we sold the film to Sony Pictures. And that was, that was for us, the statement was that these kind of movies were, there's an audience for it. And that was the big deal, that people finally saw that. So yeah, it may not be the first, but was one of the first films to get a major distribution in home video until Yellow Rose came out for theatrical release by a major studio. And it literally opened my eyes. I saw it with my own eyes, just how the community came out. And I think that's what fueled the fire for myself and AJ, that we knew that how challenging it would be to get the movie off the ground, that we knew the community would come out to support, because we've seen it with our own eyes. And that was 20 years ago, So and
5 years ago. Yeah.
And we don't know. I mean, we took a chance that we're hoping that now with social media, that same phenomena that happened with the debut could hopefully happen for Lumpia with a Vengeance. I don't know, AJ. I mean, I know AJ has a total different perspective from it, but
Yeah, I mean, I wasn't on the road with them. I joined a little later, like Pat said, during post-production with producing the DVD featurettes. But I mean, they did amazing work making all the connections. I mean, door to door almost, well, like going to churches, right, and speaking at classes. I mean, that's a lot of legwork. Yeah, definitely pre-social media. So they were the ones, going around and connecting with communities and laying that groundwork, laying the network, so that Lumpia can just sort of like come in there too. The Flip Side came out around that time as well. I know they did a little bit of a self-distribution, So yeah, I mean, it's 20 years later, but I mean, those maybe things have evolved a little bit. There's a little more outlets in other medias besides feature film for Filipinos to see themselves. But I think, there's something about a film like this that can really impact, that has a really long lasting effect. It becomes an event, we had a premiere. People want to see it. So yeah, hopefully we can recreate that phenomenon from city to city when people remember how they felt when they watched the debut, or people maybe even got inspired when they saw it 20 years ago. Now they're like, older now and into their careers. Maybe they're in film now or something, and that can hopefully spark up that same feeling.
Hi, this is Walter Boholst. I'm proud to be one of the co-founders of FilAm Creative and serve as a member of the board of directors. In case you didn't know about us, I'd like to share with you our mission statement. FilAm Creative Incorporated educates and advocates for the Filipino American entertainment community and all looking for a collaborative workspace in order to achieve greater representation and career advancement. Although we're based in Southern California, FilAm Creative's reach can be felt worldwide. If you're interested in joining us behind the scenes to produce or promote our many programs and initiatives, visit our website at filamcreative.org. That's filamcreative.org. And contact us to learn how you can join our cause. For students, we also have internships available for you to gain valuable experience. Visit us to learn more at filamcreative.org.
I mean, initially we were celebrating the 10th year anniversary of the original film. So 2013 was our 10th year anniversary. And so we were thinking of ways to celebrate that. And, myself and AJ, we, for 20 years at that point, we were already making all these, short films, music videos, Filipino American oriented. And so we always wanted to create a feature film together from scratch that, we could utilize what we've learned in the last 20 years. And so and Kickstarters and crowdfunding was the big thing 7 years ago. It still is, but it was bigger back then. And we figured, why not let's utilize Lumpia too? I mean, because that already had a somewhat of a following. And so why not make that and see if there was, and for me, it was a chance to figure out if there was even still an appetite for these kind of films, because it was already, decades since the debut. And I didn't feel there was any another movie like that has come out, even though there's been a lot of Filipino American projects. And so that was what we, out of all the projects I sat on my shelf, script wise, that was the one I felt we could put a lot of our energy into, and luckily we got it crowdfunded that year.
Yeah, and I think when me and Pat were talking before, it's like, yeah, the debut had its impact, no doubt. That's a drama, like a coming of age story. On the flip side came out, the indie, black and white film, drama, a comedy as well. But yeah, like, why not a movie like Lumpia, with a vengeance? And we had just really grown as filmmakers and gotten better in our craft, so and I think we wanted to go for the feature because it's like, if we're gonna put all these resources together to shoot like a short film, like let's go for the real thing here, and we didn't know the road ahead. I mean, we knew it'd be difficult. We had never done this before, but we decided to move forward with it. So, and I think that says a lot about Patricio with his vision and really just pushing things, going for it, having the guts to say, all right, let's go do this feature film. And we're like, okay, yeah, I guess it's just a bunch of short films, right? But yeah, it was a lot, but I think it was just the right time, with skills and resources that we had built, the network, all the folks that we knew who were talented in film. The debut crowd was there, those communities had been, established with watching a feature film. So I think it was, it got us motivated to do it.
I mean, if I can comment on so I actually was on set to help you guys out a couple of times.
Yes.
And I just want to say that for anybody who wants to eventually direct or produce or edit, I loved watching you guys work. You guys were just so, everyone told me, you get into entertainment, someone's going to be mean to you and they're yell at you and you have to know your place. But I felt like the kababayan, the family spirit, on set with you guys and talking with you guys. And everyone's so nice. It's I came on set, I had no idea what I was doing, and all of you guys were just so accommodating and so understanding. And I think it's really a testament, if you're at that point in your career where it's time for you to do a feature or to assemble a team to run a set. It's I would talk to you guys. Like it was like nice. It was, I mean, it's probably chaos back behind the scenes, probably. But from what I saw, just like being like a PA on set, it's kind of like, oh, like they're really cool and they're really clear, and the visuals that we were seeing were like so cool. And also to talk about the genre stuff, having the debut being like a drama, same thing with Flipside. Lumpia with a Vengeance is a superhero movie, and it has effects, it has characters, it has fight scenes. Like I never seen anything like that before. There's a man in a barong fighting. When do you see that outside of your cousin's wedding?
Hopefully they're not fighting.
Wait, you mean here in the Philippines? You mean here in the Philippines? I don't know.
Just depends how dramatic everyone is on this side of the family. Yeah, I just thought like not only is this a genre film really like really worth seeing, but it was just super fun to work with you guys.
Yeah,
that means a lot because that was a chaotic day, right, AJ? That was like the most intense day of shooting in LA. And so to get that that compliment in our really our craziest day ever, that means a lot.
Everybody was super composed, even when like there was a bunch of stuff happening. Everybody was like super composed. I will say that I did get sent out on an errand to get Lumpia sauce. And
what kind of sauce?
Okay, I was aiming for sweet and sour sauce. But the store that I went to, I think they only had like ketchup. So
not even banana sauce or anything.
No, they didn't even have no banana sauce. No, like straight up. I had to get. Oh man, is this a spoiler? There's a really quick scene where there's a shot of sauce. It's not sauce, it's just ketchup. But I just remember
color correction.
It's red.
Spoiler alert.
It's red.
Edit and post.
I was about to say AJ is a wizard in himself. He probably made it look like the best lumpia sauce ever. But I remember coming back. I was rushing, because I had to like get on the store, get back on set, and while I was in line, some lady like pushed her cart into me and like looked at me, and I looked at her. I was like, I don't have time for this. I left and I came back and I was like, what's the rule about like if I got into a fight at the store, does production bail me out or do I bail myself out and then you guys pay it back?
Yeah.
So it's like there was a little bit of chaos in the art department.
No
I'll tell you
idea.
that. I'll tell you that. Some lady tried to pick a fight with me while I was trying to buy.
Man,
these are the things that they
stuck
don't
our neck
tell
out
me.
for us.
You're telling these guys stories they didn't even know about.
Wow, that's awesome. You're ready to scrap for us.
I
Damn,
was.
for some sauce.
That's loyalty.
I was. I had the bottle upside down. I was like
Don't make me crack this
up.
over here. Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Backing up to the car. Like,
Wow.
And a
Oh my
vengeance.
gosh.
with a
Wow.
vengeance. Yeah.
That's amazing. That's amazing. And you know what you were saying, Ronnie. I mean, really, it's this is a movie, but at the same time, this is like the long-term vision, right? It's more movies like this. It's more filmmakers developing, more artists coming together, and you can do that with a feature film, right? You can bring in like 50, probably 150 people who like worked on this movie. And hopefully, out of this comes, 10 more feature films in the next 10 to 15 years or something, so that's really one of our goals is like, developing that comfortable space, and that's why one of the reasons why I started working with Patricio in the first place, like 20 years ago, fresh out of UCLA, getting into, post-production and again, being the only, person of color, working and like, man, what are my prospects here of, I mean, do I have to change myself, who I am, but working with, with our projects, like I can be myself and that's when the creativity comes out, we can't outdo like, the mainstream stuff that's there. Like, let's be ourselves, who, truly be ourselves. I think that's what we have with a movie like this. And it's showing out there, people like it, non-Filipinos as well, so if we can create that comfortable space, bring in people who want to be a part of that, get inspired, and maybe they'll create more movies there. We'll just keep this going. So
I just want to speak from experience. I mean, I was on set. God, it was 2 weekends. In 2 separate years. Yeah, and again, both weekends were just memorable. I mean, the whole community came out to support. We shot all of the reception scene in a gym in a high school up in the Bay Area, and I think it was Jefferson High School, I believe.
Jefferson High School. That's a shout out to our Daly City folk, including our tech wizard backstage, Jeremiah, repping Daly
Oh,
City.
damn.
Yeah,
that's why I
was
know
cool.
that. Yeah, that's my alum. Maybe that's.
I think that was in school. I think he got kicked out of there after
You got kicked out. Okay.
Yeah.
I felt like I lived there that whole weekend. Yeah, it was great, man. Hanging out in DC, man. It was pretty great.
And it was not even. It was like we wanted fog, and it was like the hottest days of the summer. I think that's what. Every time I see the movie, it's like, oh my god, that sun is still there.
It's called fog. Where's the fog?
Where's the sun?
Post can fix that.
Yeah,
add some of that in post, AJ.
Yeah, the whole experience was just a lot of fun and stuff. Just being inside the, shooting all the stuff in the gym, and then sometimes in the hallways and everything. It was just great working with Lawrence, directing us extras. Hey, run here, run there. You're running from the bad guy. You're running from the villain. That whole thing.
Well, Rex is happy because he got all the screen time. It's like every time I see that.
Oh, hey, I haven't seen it yet. I haven't seen it yet. So I don't know.
You have more
see
screen time than the
Star,
debut. Yeah, more screen time than the debut.
I don't know. Should I blame Homer on that? I don't know, dude. Should I blame Homer?
Who did you pay behind the scenes to make sure that you made the cut?
Hey, that's the editor right there, man.
You're
welcome, homie. You're welcome, homie. Fella Bruin. I saw Bruins look out.
I see behind the scenes. I
think AJ, we were probably one of the very few Bruins up there and stuff. I mean, just representing the community up there. But I mean, it just a lot of fun. Very professional. Just even with the cast and stuff, it was just we were all in this for a simple goal, just to get this story told and get this movie made. And we were all in there for the right reasons, and it was just fun being together and hanging out. It was just hanging out with the community for one weekend one year, and then we shot another weekend up there in the Bay and everything. And I heard they came down here to LA and stuff. I mean, but it was just we were all there for the same goal, to get this story made and get this film done. So
and if I can also interject a little bit of I feel like Lumpia is just also kind of a love letter to that very specific city in the Bay Area. Like I said, there was no fog, unfortunately, but it was just there's a lot of little Easter eggs in there if you're from there. My partner is from Daly City, and we were watching this one. The first Lumpia. The first Lumpia. We were watching that, and that was shot in streets that he grew up on, and in Lumpia too. There's in the trailer you'll see all the shots in Jefferson High School, and he was like, oh, I had summer school there, and I went to this place, and there's a restaurant where he frequented, and I was just like, yeah, it feels like home. I think
so. Your partner should start a Lumpia movie tour then, and a guide tour.
I know the walking.
That would be great.
In a jeepney or something,
Oh my gosh!
And banging carts in grocery stores.
Oh yeah, go to all the places. I miss it now that I'm based in LA now, but I miss it all the time. I just miss it all the time. So it's like I said, it's a love letter to that community and our community too.
For sure. I mean, I had never actually, before I worked on the first one, I'd only been to Daly City maybe one time. I'm born and raised in LA, never, wasn't too familiar with different cities in the Bay Area. But then, there was something about it too, just seeing the color of the houses and the way they were close to each other and the hillside. I was like, oh, this is kind of like its own magical place. So I mean, it shows that.
I thought every house was like that. I grew up there, and it's not till I went to LA and I was like, oh,
this is
everything's all about freeways here.
Yeah.
Freeways, palm trees. What are those?
Yeah. So I think it shows that you can really make something that's truly genuine to yourself, and it may seem normal to you, right, how it is, but then to other folks, you tell a story in the right way, present it in the right way, then like, oh man, what is this place? This is cool, and you can create it's a world there. And I think that's the cool thing with Patricio did with the Kid Heroes series before. Like you said, a reunion movie. They had done short films before in the neighborhood, so to see it now. And what was cool was seeing Lumpia with a Vengeance shot on 4K now with those same houses, the same neighborhood. You can totally feel the upgrade, how much growth has happened.
Yeah, I gotta say that, I think AJ and I feel the same way. That once we got the footage back from the colorist,
Ben
shout out to Benjamin Cantor.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
We were like, oh my, this is what the movie really looks like. We were looking at crap the whole time, all the raw footage. Like we had no idea, and it really felt like a movie. Like after we saw the final cut, I'm still in awe, actually, especially when you see it on the big screen. It's pretty cool. Like it, yeah. Even for us, we were caught off guard.
Rise and shine. Hey guys, it's Ed. Thanks for listening today. And did you guys know that Rise and Shine is part of the FilAm Creative umbrella and that we're a registered nonprofit? And as a nonprofit organization, FilAm Creative depends on generous donations from fine folks like you to help us to continue to produce great programming like Rise and Shine. Please consider making a donation to help produce shows like Rise and Shine. Our Venmo is at FilAm Creative. That's at FilAm Creative. And if you don't do Venmo, but you still want to donate a few quid to us, then drop us an email at RiseAndShineFAC@gmail.com. That's RiseAndShineFAC@gmail.com, and we'll help you out. We at Rise and Shine appreciate your generosity. Every dollar helps.
Hey, Rex here with Rise and Shine, and I want you to do something for me. Help support Rise and Shine by liking, subscribing, and following the show online. Follow us on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter, all under at RiseAndShineFAC. So follow the show on all social media platforms on all one word at RiseAndShineFAC. Thanks again for all the love and support, and tell all your friends about Rise and Shine.
But I think it helps that I knew already that I wanted our sets to be family-like, and I wanted to be inclusive, and I wanted to be representative of the kind of world that we see, and giving opportunities, because it is kind of it is kind of the fact that people help each other out, right? So why can't we do that for our own? So that's that again, and we did that. Myself and AJ, we built that already with our shorter projects and our doing music videos for all those years. So we just wanted to kind of bring that same flavor to the feature film set. So I'm glad people who were on set, whether if they were cast or crew or even spent a day or even they loved it, because I'm hoping they kind of bring it forward and do that when they create their own films and their sets, like they create that same vibe.
Oh, I will say that we actually had speaking of family on sets, I actually had a really fun interaction with you, Patricio. We were walking up a stair, a very noisy
We're stuck in the staircase. I know.
Yeah, okay, you remember?
I remember. Because it was just us two. It was just us two.
We got stuck on the staircase because the AD, Lawrence, shout out to Lawrence, they were gonna do a scene and he starts shouting, "We gotta lock it down, don't move. The stairs are really noisy, don't move." So me and Patricio literally stopped halfway, and then we were on the steps. Direct it.
Even the director's locked out.
Even the director got locked out. So we were just on the stair, halfway up the stairs. We can't move. And then it was I was a little nervous because I think it was my first time. I had met you here and there, but it was my first time actually hanging out with you, kind of hanging out. And then we had to be really quiet because we didn't want to get yelled at. And then you kind of turned to me, hey, how's it going? You doing okay? And I'm yes. Is Lawrence gonna yell at us? Yeah, I always got stuck. The couple days that I was on set, I got stuck somewhere. And then there was another day where AJ had to do something really fancy VFX wise, and he was nobody move. And I was in the bathroom, and I was in the doorway of the bathroom, and he's nobody move, stay where you are. I was I guess I'll just stand next to this toilet then. But you guys, it's it was so fun. It was so fun. I can't like I said, that whole family aspect of it, nobody was you didn't feel, talking about our how it is going to be on set with your friends, with your family, versus how you have to be in professional world. It's you don't have to, you gotta be so proper. Everybody knows what you're about. Yeah. I say where I'm from, they know what I'm about. You say, you're from Vallejo. Okay, they know. I'm the Vallejo cousin. Yeah.
Exactly.
The Vallejo connection.
Yeah.
I'm that cousin.
yeah, it's the, you know, what the mentorship, right? It's, you know, that's what we have a lot of in on our sets. It's like, let's keep moving it forward, you know, like someone wants to learn, awesome, you know, let's you can do that on Lumpia, you know. I mean, Ronnie, you didn't help. Sorry.
No, go ahead.
Yeah,
Go ahead.
yeah, Ronnie.
I was-
I saw the amazing work you did, and you even helped us with the credits, you know, like
I did.
initially, you know, and did a great job with that as well, you know. So I mean, you
most
know,
people's names are spelled correctly thanks to me.
Most?
Most people's names.
Most people- Never heard back from the people who got misspelled yet. So
Sorry.
AJ Calomay thanks you. AJ
Calomay,
thanks you.
yes, the golf company, yes.
Yay.
Hey everyone, Rex here with Rise and Shine. Did you know there's not one, not two, but 3 different ways you could check out our weekly Rise and Shine episodes? New episodes drop every Tuesday on our YouTube channel at RiseAndShineFAC. And you can listen to the Rise and Shine podcast as you commute to work or walking your daily steps by downloading Rise and Shine wherever you get your favorite podcast. And lastly, you can always join our live audience tapings on Facebook Live, Saturday mornings, 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. So that's 3 different ways you could fill up on your Rise and Shine diet every week. So please make sure to subscribe to our YouTube page at RiseAndShineFAC and watch new episodes every Tuesday, or download us wherever you get your favorite podcast. And thanks again for watching and listening to Rise and Shine.
And we're going to do some questions right now from our Facebook Live friends. Thank you for watching us this morning on a Saturday morning. And we hope you'll continue to watch us on YouTube when this episode drops in January. Let's see. First question here from Kirby. You could have made a Filipino movie about anything. What inspired making an action comedy like this one?
So the original Lumpia movie was actually inspired by El Mariachi. It was a movie by Robert Rodriguez's first film, and I don't know if you know.
Great movie.
If you know anything about that film? That was
Great
about
director.
a Mexican hero who uses a guitar as a weapon. And so my brother Dar and I, we were in love with that movie. Of course we were thinking, what would be the Filipino version of that film? And the best we could think of was, what about a guy who dresses in a barong Tagalog and just throws lumpia? Like, that's what my brother said. And I said, you have something there, Dar. And he's like, I was just joking. And I don't know about it visually. I just took that idea, and we wanted to do something wacky with our friends, you know. So the whole comic book thing was, I had 2 actors who were already black belts in Edward and Carlos Bayon. So the whole movie was wrapped around them just having, it ended with them having the best action fight you can think of. 2 black belts fighting each other, and the movie didn't end up that way. I think for me as a trying to learn trying to be more of a storyteller, trying to figure out what was I really trying to say about a movie about a guy who throws lumpia, and the movie turned out differently. And I think that I think the movie turned out better than just this thing we were thinking about. But yeah, the action comic book thing, I like to think that Lumpia was the original comic book movie before comic book movies were a trend, you know. So, but that's why we decided to do that, because it was fun. And who wants to do a drama with your kids, with your friends in the summer? You know, you're spending summer doing this some weepy drama. Like, no one wants to do that. And they can't act that great, so you know.
Yeah, it's not gonna work, man. It's gonna be terrible.
This is not like a Tennessee area or soap opera or something like that, you know.
So we just kept scaling it down. We were like, scaling down. Winner, drama.
Let's just have a fight.
Yeah.
Let's just fight each other.
Throw food. Throw
Let's just
food around.
Yeah, throw food, yeah. And we'll call it action. Yes.
Lowering the bar.
Oh my god.
That's awesome.
So I have a question. Speaking of Lumpia 1, if you this is the anniversary cover. So Lumpia 1, I feel like if you guys haven't seen it yet, find a way to see it. It's amazing. It's a very 90s, like, it has a lot of those like
Well, it was shot in the 90s. It had to look like the 90s.
I mean, like it was like, yeah, it's like it's like a master class in just like like a time capsule. Are there any? I mean, let's be real.
It for real was like
that's for real, dude.
the most time.
Yeah,
I saw baby AJ. I saw 90s AJ in that garage. I was like, dang,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
That's how, and the parties, yes, that's how we partied in the 90s in the garage, man. In the garage, dude. So
I love
that's
it.
real.
Did you try to keep any like of those like 90s references or Easter eggs with Lumpia with a Vengeance, or did we try to bring it to the future?
I mean, it's very simple. I mean, it has, I mean,
absolutely. I think because, I mean, also from my perspective, like seeing the footage from Lumpia when I was cutting together, to me, obviously I was seeing this, I saw the footage like in 98, 99, 2000, but when I saw the style there, I was like, oh man, this is like, has a really Bay Area, Bay Area vibe, I mean, there were more jackets, there were more starter jackets, like that kind of thing, the hats, the way the hats were worn, and just the certain, personas that were coming out, so I was like, this is like, feels like the Bay Area to me, right? This is like me watching it like 99 or 2000. Fast forward to that, like seeing it now, absolutely, it feels like very stylized. It has that vintage feel to it. And I think with the sequel, absolutely. I mean, because number one, it's just our flavor, right? It's cool. But also because, I think it's sort of bringing that same tone forward. If we fast forwarded it just kept it like, exactly 2017 or 2018, and we played like, Drake music from Drake or something. Not that we can afford that or whatever, but, or just some neo soul or something, like it wouldn't like fit the same kind of flavor. So I think one statement we made was with the trailer, right? We used Buffy again. And it's kind of a love song, but I mean, it's a dope beat and it's like very specific to a time and place. So I'm like, let's just do it, let's put that in there. And we put the song in an action scene, without having to like really like cue it up. Like,
we can't spoil it for Rex because he hasn't seen the
movie.
Yeah.
No, but I know the title. I know the title of the Buffy song. I know the title. Yeah, even the title of the song is kind of apropos to Find You. I mean, so it's kind of like,
exactly. Same with the wardrobe. I mean, shout out to Maribel Bustos and her amazing team, Rachel has like, she's wearing overalls and just the style she's got, like Timberland boots on. So it's cool. I think it's just like a flavor that we wanted to keep, if we're like, have a comic book story, like, there's going to be a little bit of stylized flavor to it, so let's bring in a little bit of that from the first movie.
I love it. And 90s is like real big right now. So you guys really just fed into it.
It's who we are, though.
And food, Filipino food is like a hot cuisine. So we're hitting it we're checking everything on the bucket, the checklist, right? Filipino food's hot. Comic book movies are hot. 90s is in. Oh my gosh.
You hit all three.
Hello, distributors. We're distributors. You got.
We got the pulse
checking all
on
the boxes
audience,
here for
man.
you. Betrayal, punk.
If any of the distributors are watching, please reach out to the Lumpia crew. Can we talk about one quick comment we got from Facebook? AJ's background. We love AJ's background. We love editors. What is your background, AJ?
Oh, this is a timeline from Adobe Premiere, and this is sort of like when it's close to lock. So, I mean, don't stop me. I'm gonna go like get too deep, too much of a deep dive into this, but it's basically all the layers of audio, video, the visual effects shots, the graphics. So there needs to be a certain order on the timeline to keep everything nice and organized. And that's crucial when you're working on a project like this, where you have, several people involved, assistant editors, Patricio edits as well. We have visual effects artists. So you want to make sure that's all, organized. Because if it's not, then you're just going to like lose track, especially because we're not in the same office. We're not talking together all the time, like you have to really keep everything straight and easy to use. So thank you. I love it. Thank you, Kirby.
And Jeremiah, who's our editing wizard, he says, if I had that timeline, he'd probably have a heart attack.
I'll show you, bro. I got you, man. I'll walk you through this.
It's like this is not iMovie on your phone.
Don't be scared. Don't be scared.
Yeah. No.
We got like you guys are real professionals. It's fantastic. Okay, we got another question from Raquel. Let's see here. What's your favorite memory working on your favorite memory working on set during the whole process for Lumpia with Avengers?
I mean, there's 7 years worth of memories in this, so it's hard to pick one. But the memory I always talk about is that moment we shot with Danny Trejo, and one of my I won't spoil who it is, but one of the original cast members who grew up with my childhood friends was the only one who got to interact with Danny Trejo. And so seeing that a non-professional actor going head on and acting against Danny Trejo, and he was trying to improv, so that was a big moment to see how this little neighborhood film has spread and now included a Hollywood icon like Danny Trejo. So that was my favorite thing. And another one is being back into my own neighborhood, and we have a scene there that we shot. It felt like I was shooting Lumpia 1, but just with a more professional crew. It wasn't just me with a camcorder anymore. So that moment we shot it in my old neighborhood was special.
Yeah, I think the first day we shot in a bakery, and we had one of the actors who's in an action scene, and he was huge. I mean, this dude was huge, and he was fighting Mark Munoz, and I was like, "Whoa, man! Okay, this ain't like our Filipino buddy who this dude who does martial arts. He's like a big dude." That I love.
Shout out to Kenny though. Kenny.
Yeah, Kenny Lorenzini. Yeah, did amazing job. Having my niece there on set, for those 3 days we shot in LA, I love that. Another family friend shadowed me in the Bay Area. Shout out to Olivia and Casey. This wasn't on set, but when we locked, it was amazing. It was a Saturday night in July. I had just watched that Netflix movie with Will Ferrell.
The one about the singing contest?
Yeah, Eurovision, right? And then so I put out my latest pass on the last reel, and then I was just sort of like zoned out, tired, and then I see Pat's message on Asana, which we use, and he was like, "Can you believe what I'm gonna say?" I was like, "Oh shit, man!"
I was watching the same movie too.
Really? Were you watching Eurovision?
Yeah, I was watching Eurovision.
Oh shit! Wow. Well, that was the weekend it came out. Eurovision and Lumpia with Avengers will be totally tied. No, but that was a great moment. Because this was tough. If you break down the 7 years, right? Editing was like. Post was when we started shooting was 2017, so that's when post starts, right? So 2017, it's 3 years in post production, and that's tough. It was a long process working on that through everything, life, work, and trying to continue to push this. And you don't have that energy from set, you don't have that same kind of camaraderie. And we were quarantined as well, right? So it's kind of another thing. So that was the big moment, of course, as the editor, of course, it's a big moment. But yeah, it was so many great moments. I'm sure when all is said and done, there's going to be a lot of amazing stories out of this behind the scenes.
Rise and shine. This is Kami. I hope you're enjoying the show. Did you know we have a mailing list? And did you know that you can contact us if you want to say hello to Ed, Rex, Ronnie, Veronica, or even me? Just send us an email at RiseAndShineFAC. That's one word spelled out, RiseAndShineFAC@gmail.com. Again, that's RiseAndShineFAC, all spelled out, @gmail.com. Join our mailing list so you can be the first to find out about the latest Rise and Shine news.
Okay, and we've got another question here from Ia.
Yes.
And
Awesome.
oh my gosh, Ronnie, FilAm Creative is having some tech difficulties because Ronnie just left. So this is why we're poor, and we need you guys to Venmo us so that Ronnie does not get kicked off. She did not get fired. Don't worry, we still love Ronnie. We still love Kami. Here's a question from Ia, gentlemen. Your preferred lumpia and sauce: fresh Shanghai, sweet and sour, banana ketchup.
I love Hubad. I mean, I love the name. I mean, Shanghai. Shanghai is my favorite because it's the best lumpia to throw.
I think I would agree with that.
Yeah. I mean, Shanghai also, but the sauce, I'm a sweet chili sauce guy. Yeah, I don't.
Got a little Thai flavor in there.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think the Shanghai.
Rex?
Well, the Shanghai is the most mobile. Yeah, in terms of throwing it.
Mobile.
Yeah, it's
Exactly.
very mobile.
No, you can eat more than one in like one handful. Yeah, you can.
Exactly.
Yeah.
It's like
Yeah, you know.
Yeah. It's like a machine gun, out of your hand, that kind of thing.
you just get a tray and it's like
love it.
rotate it, right?
yeah, exactly.
Part three.
Yeah, part 3. You get the lazy Susan because I go right in. Yeah.
All right, let's do it. I got one last question for you guys, and this is more of a Filipino question. So of course I made a film, and one time I bought the infamous $5 Little Caesars pizza, and I got a lot of grief from my crew because it was a Filipino film, and so that was the last $5 Little Caesars session we had. And from that point on, my aunt came on set, and she made food for everybody, and my cousin Shauna cooked for everybody. So for all of our titas out there, for all the moms out there, I have to ask, what did you feed the cast and the crew while shooting this film? What did we eat?
I mean, plenty of Filipino food.
Yeah, there was
for sure.
We had a lot of sponsors. Yeah, we had a lot of sponsors.
Yeah. I mean, if I can shout out a few, I mean,
sure.
We had connections to the Filipino food community in the Bay Area here as well. And so shout out to Lucky 37, Sarap Shop, Edna's, AJ's Barbecue, not me, Jeepney Guy. And a lot of folks had donated food. I'm sorry if I miss. I mean, there's a lot. I mean, how many days of shooting do we have? Down here, Park's Finest. We were well fed, and people, these entrepreneurs, restaurateurs were so kind to really, donate food and help us out. So I mean, forever grateful, right? I mean, that's one thing when you have a movie to the scale with a lot of extras, a lot of crew involved. It's like, man, you got to feed 50, 75 people. That's not cheap, so people really came through. Papalote with his burritos, Breadbasket Bakery, provided some baked goods as well as a location. So yeah, it was pretty amazing.
Yeah,
Shout out to all those great guys.
Yeah, I mean, testing to AJ's, I mean, it was like definitely family because there were a lot of kids. There were a lot of children on set, and that was just a testament to me. It's like, wow, this is really coming full circle, and I hope these kids, experiencing shooting a movie, I hope it does inspire them, because I was really surprised by the number of children that showed up on set, not just to being an extra, but even the day guys when we shot the actual dance sequence to in the wedding reception scene and everything. I mean, so that was a very intense day of shooting. But yeah, again, the kids were there and they were just so enthusiastic of just being involved as part of this movie and stuff. And AJ, on your background, that reminds me of Logic Pro in the audio side.
That's what someone mentioned that, yeah.
Yeah, it's like all the instruments, all of the overdubs and all that other stuff. And so it just kind of reminds me of that. It's like, oh yeah, let's isolate this one. Let's isolate this track and everything like that.
Stay organized.
Yeah, you got to stay organized. Yeah, especially the whole production of things and stuff. So
absolutely. Well, gents, we have really appreciated having you here. I know I can speak for Rex that the thing I think we love the most about it is that you guys are friends at FilAm Creative. So not just that we're plugging two great guys with a great film, but that you guys have supported FilAm Creative, which is the sponsor for Rise and Shine. So thanks for your 11 years of friendship through FilAm Creative. Where can fans of your movie find you? Where can we find you online?
Lumpiamovie.com is our main website, and of course in social media at Lumpia Movie. Everything for Instagram, Facebook, Twitter, it's at Lumpia Movie.
Very cool, very cool. And how about upcoming screenings? I'm sure quite a few people are going to ask you that. That's probably the most common question you're getting.
Yeah, what's funny is that the Hawaii International Film Festival was just our first stop in our our world premiere. So, and the fact that we won an award, it's already like, it's amazing. Like, I wish we could just end it now, end it while we're at top. Just like just cancel it and like never show the movie again. We really won, But we definitely have more screenings in 2021. So we will announce it soon and figure out which festivals or which city we're coming.
Yeah, feel free to come on, guys. Feel free to come back.
You are invited anytime to come back. Please be multiple time guests for our show. And
I do want to plug in the comic book. We do have comic books. So we do have multiple comic books. The prelude to so we're actually getting, it's a comic book movie, so it just made sense to have a comic book. So do check out our website. And
what's that website again?
Lumpiamovie.com, and you can the comic book links, and we have different covers by Wilsh Patricio, Bobby Rubio, Quincy Victoria, Patrick Ballesteros. I mean, these are really upcoming legendary artists that's already there that's contributed to it. So again, we're just creating more platforms to showcase other talents in our community.
Yes.
We're gonna be for the comic book, there's a signing actually today in the Bay Area. So if you wanted to go to the comic book signing, you have artists currently going to be in Newark, California right now, the East Bay. Signing comic books all day. So just check out the website for more information. And a lot of good things happening. So the screening in the comic book, who knows what else we'll create next? I don't know.
Fantastic.
Yeah, and shout out to you guys. I mean, it was through FilAm Creative and a lot of the mixers where we met a lot of crew. I connected with Homer Doolittle out there, our co-cinematographer, Romel again, who I had known before, but we reconnected there. Meriden, who's in the movie. You guys really created a great environment, to bring people together, and it was easy to post in the talent network and get referrals, so thank you guys for the work you've done, and you had a huge part in helping get this movie going. So
thank you for that.
I appreciate that.
Thank you. We would be remiss without doing a shout out. Unfortunately, she is not able to be with us today. But AJ, do we have a new fan? I hear from Rise and Shine.
Yeah. let me check.
We don't want to wake her up, but at least you can shout out to your
Give
daughter.
Me like 2 minutes.
We're gonna try and get it. Okay, all right.
Yeah.
Pause. Jeremiah.
We want to introduce the newest fan of Rise and Shine. AJ, who is that?
This is Raisa Mayati.
Good morning, Raisa.
This is her first ever. This is her first ever appearance, AJ?
I guess publicly, yeah. Well, I mean, besides the videos and the post I shared.
All right.
First time on live stream, yeah.
She knows where to look at already. She knows where to look at.
Exactly.
She's looking already.
This is historic television, ladies and gentlemen.
Yeah.
This is very natural.
I gotta keep the pacifier in.
Oh yeah, and it's in the Christmas color at least,
Yeah, she's got a cute little. I know these. I can't swaddle for real, so we gotta get these cheating ones here.
Hey, congratulations, AJ, on being a dad, man.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
Yeah,
wow.
it's amazing. I mean, it's been an amazing month with, Lumpia coming out. She was born on the 19th. Lakers, Dodgers,
Dodgers.
I got my Lakers on, man.
Yeah,
got my Lakers
yeah.
championship on. So.
But it's been an amazing month, and I'm truly blessed here. My wife, shout out to my wife Anna, who's amazingly strong and continuing to work hard and take care of Risa and myself, and yeah, it's been amazing. So quite a month.
It's a holiday blessing, man. It's a holiday blessing.
Yeah,
and your daughter is gonna grow up to be doing some amazing things.
She'll be in Lumpia 3.
No, Lumpia 10.
We need more time, man. We need more time. I want to be a kid for a little bit. Start getting her on set.
Oh my gosh. Hey, thank you guys for coming on to Rise and Shine. We really appreciate all of your contributions and all of your time, treasure, and talent. Not only to this movie, but to the community and everything. And so we really appreciate it. Thank you guys for coming on to our small little program from FilAm Creative, man. We really do appreciate it. Come back anytime for any updates on the new movie and everything. And we'll get this out to the audiences and stuff.
Awesome.
Thank you, guys.
Thanks, guys.
All right. So as viewers of Rise and Shine, we're at the very end. We're at the end of the program of another episode of Rise and Shine.
I think I'm going to read the credits today, right?
Are you reading the credits?
I think I want to read the...
Oh, no.
God.
Oh, no.
Where am I? What is this?
Oh, what is that? Oh, we thought
we just met a baby. Can we
We just had Risa, our newest. Oh no!
I'm here for the children in the Lumpia.
Oh, yippee!
Oh boy!
There was something blocking my door this morning. There was I think it was like a rake or a hoe.
Do you have to be
like a garden tool?
Can you just leave? Can you?
I'll go back to bed in a minute. I heard there was food. Food here?
Yeah, we were talking about Lumpia all episode.
Okay, well, wake me when the food comes back. Oh, there are credits here. All right, pay. So same thing as last week. You'll Venmo me $500 for reading these credits. Cool. No one said no. Rise and Shine with FilAm Creative was created, casted, hosted, produced. Written and directed by Edward J. Malilan, Rex A. Sampaga. Wow. Okay. So I guess there's a
Malilin. Can you say my name right, lady? Malilin.
Where's my check? Let's see. Wow. These guys are really created, casted, hosted, produced, written. All right. Rise and Shine with FilAm Creative also stars Kami, my sister Ronnie. She was such a garden tool for locking me in my bedroom.
Your check is not in the mail.
I will take that as a yes that my check is in the mail.
Hey, please hurry up.
Let's see. Wow, these guys are control freaks, aren't they? It also stars Kami, my sister Ronnie, me, of course, the highest.
You already said that.
I'll say it again. Stars Kami, my sister Ronnie.
God, shut up.
Rise and Shine with FilAm Creative's technical director is Jeremiah. Our stage director is that garden hoe Ronnie. I could do a better job if they woke me up on time. Let's see here, and I guess those two, Edward J. Malilan, Rex A. Sampaga.
She's still here.
I got their names right. I don't hear them.
Here?
I don't hear them say no. So today's guest, I can't believe I missed it. The maestros of Lumpia with a vengeance.
They didn't want to see you.
Well, yeah, I'll find them. I always do. And by the way, Rise and Shine is a production of FilAm Creative. Let's see. I should say here that it is co-founded by FilAm Creative, which FilAm Creative is co-founded by, you guessed it, Ed and Rex. So if you want to follow the show online, find us on all those places: Facebook, Twitter, Instagram, all those dumb places, and at Rise and Shine FilAm Creative. My name is Veronica, and you just watched an episode of Rise and Shine with FilAm Creative.
Bye. Hey everyone, Rex here with Rise and Shine. Did you know there's not one, not two, but 3 different ways you could check out our weekly Rise and Shine episodes? New episodes drop every Tuesday on our YouTube channel at RiseAndShineFAC. And you can listen to the Rise and Shine podcast as you commute to work or walking your daily steps by downloading Rise and Shine wherever you get your favorite podcast. And lastly, you can always join our live audience tapings on Facebook Live Saturday mornings, 10 a.m. Pacific Standard Time. So that's 3 different ways you could fill up on your Rise and Shine diet every week. So please make sure to subscribe to our YouTube page at RiseAndShineFAC and watch new episodes every Tuesday, or download us wherever you get your favorite podcast. And thanks again for watching and listening to Rise and Shine.
Rise and shine. Hey guys, it's Ed. Thanks for listening today. And did you guys know that Rise and Shine is part of the FilAm Creative umbrella and that we're a registered nonprofit? And as a nonprofit organization, FilAm Creative depends on generous donations from fine folks like you to help us to continue to produce great programming like Rise and Shine. Please consider making a donation to help produce shows like Rise and Shine. Our Venmo is at FilAm Creative. That's at FilAm Creative. And if you don't do Venmo, but you still want to donate a few quid to us, then drop us an email at RiseAndShineFAC@gmail.com. That's RiseAndShineFAC@gmail.com, and we'll help you out. We at Rise and Shine appreciate your generosity. Every dollar helps.
Hey, Rex here with Rise and Shine, and I want you to do something for me. Help support Rise and Shine by liking, subscribing, and following the show online. Follow us on Instagram, Facebook, YouTube, and Twitter, all under at RiseAndShineFAC. So follow the show on all social media platforms on all one word at RiseAndShineFAC. Thanks again for all the love and support, and tell all your friends about Rise and Shine.
Rise and shine! This is Kami. I hope you're enjoying the show. Did you know we have a mailing list? And did you know that you can contact us if you want to say hello to Ed, Rex, Ronnie, Veronica, or even me? Just send us an email at RiseAndShineFAC. That's one word spelled out, RiseAndShineFAC@gmail.com. Again, that's RiseAndShineFAC, all spelled out, @gmail.com. Join our mailing list so you can be the first to find out about the latest Rise and Shine news.
Rise and shine. Hey everyone, this is Ed, and I got a question for you. Did you know that Rise and Shine is only one of the many things produced by FilAm Creative? That's right, FilAm Creative has been producing great stuff, like Rise and Shine, for over 10 years. If you want to learn more about the premier Filipino-American organization that has been the #1 advocate for the Asian American entertainment community for over a decade, then visit our website at filamcreative.org. That's filamcreative.org. Learn more about the organization that produces your favorite show, Rise and Shine.
Hi, this is Walter Boholst. I'm proud to be one of the co-founders of FilAm Creative and serve as a member of the board of directors. In case you didn't know about us, I'd like to share with you our mission statement. FilAm Creative Incorporated educates and advocates for the Filipino-American entertainment community and all looking for a collaborative workspace in order to achieve greater representation and career advancement. Although we're based in Southern California, FilAm Creative's reach can be felt worldwide. If you're interested in joining us behind the scenes to produce or promote our many programs and initiatives, visit our website at filamcreative.org. That's filamcreative.org. And contact us to learn how you can join our cause. For students, we also have internships available for you to gain valuable experience. Visit us to learn more at filamcreative.org.
Rise and shine. Hey guys, it's Ed. Thanks for listening today. And did you guys know that Rise and Shine is part of the FilAm Creative umbrella and that we're a registered nonprofit? And as a nonprofit organization, FilAm Creative depends on generous donations from fine folks like you to help us to continue to produce great programming like Rise and Shine. Please consider making a donation to help produce shows like Rise and Shine. Our Venmo is at FilAm Creative. That's at FilAm Creative. And if you don't do Venmo, but you still want to donate a few quid to us, then drop us an email at RiseAndShineFAC@gmail.com. That's RiseAndShineFAC@gmail.com, and we'll help you out. We at Rise and Shine appreciate your generosity. Every dollar helps.
Rise and shine! Hey guys, Ronnie here. I know my sister Veronica likes to mess with the crew, but we all really work hard to produce a quality program for you. Rise and Shine is produced by FilAm Creative in association with RAS Music Group and Millennius LLC. Rise and Shine is written, created, produced, and hosted by Ed Malillan and Rex Sampaga. It also features Veronica Canyeso, Kami Koyamko, and me, Ronnie Canyeso. I'm also our show's stage director, which isn't easy when you gotta keep Ed and Rex in check. And finally, our amazing technical director is Jeremiah Castro. Thanks for tuning in every week to FilAm Creative's #1 show, Rise and Shine. Sorry. Oh my gosh. Patricio's incorrigible 4-year-old and AJ's teeny tiny new baby. Oh my God. I was freaking out. I was like, I don't want Veronica to ruin this moment. I'm gonna let them have a time. Oh my gosh, congratulations, AJ. She's so little, she's so precious.
Thank you. Yeah. No, it's an amazing feeling.
Oh my
and yeah.
God.
It's been a good month. November, 2020 has having some good turn towards the last quarter of the year for me and for our family here. So yeah.
And Patricio's out here in full like Tito mode, like, oh hi baby. I was like, yeah,
I miss those days. I actually miss those times. I mean, it was simple. Your kid doesn't talk back at you, and
You hear that? Your kid doesn't talk back to you.
doesn't take over the TV. I want to watch Mandalorian. He wants to watch YouTube. Come on.
Oh man! Wow. Remote control wars. Jeez.
Look forward to that, AJ. One day.
Hey, Jerry, we can't.
Speaking of which.
The Disney U-Bus one. Daddy. I beat the whole box.
Hold on.
Boss, guys.
This is what you have to look forward to. Come here. Look at
Look
my
at you,
baby.
AJ.
Look at my baby. Oh, you're so cute.
Hi,
So
Logan.
little, so cute, so
So
precious.
cute. Be quiet. Don't say anything. Don't say anything. Quiet.
Hi, Logan.
Ow. You hurt me.
Daddy.
All right. Yeah.
Daddy, I beat the whole box.
You beat the whole ball. We'll play video. Yeah, I'll play there soon.
Bye.
The whole box. The Disney U-Bus
Okay, I'll play.
Hey, we're still recording this. It'll be funny.
I know. I'm a bad daddy. Get away.
Can we like
I'll play
Lumpia
Disney.
3 needs
I'll
to
be
be
Donald.
like
I'll be
our
Donald.
main characters taking on fatherhood?
Oh man, yeah.
Yeah.
I know it was so fun to hang out with you guys again. I feel like I've been able to just kind of see you between layers of like lots of Lumpia stuff. So, but I'm like happy to just kick it again. It's so cool.
Yeah.
We might hit you up when we start doing restaurant spotlight episodes.
Sorry, my son's pulling me away already.
Oh,
I gotta go. He wants me to go.
Oh, he's literally
Yeah, he's pulling my chair. He's pulling my chair.
Daddy, come on.
I gotta go.
Look at your future, AJ. Bye,
Bye, guys.
Patricio.
All right, you guys be
I'll
good.
check AJ. See ya.
Okay.